Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Syracuse's offense takes the field. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They feed him again. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole and getting positive yards.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hurley. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They'll throw it on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
It's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here.
Oh, they're faking it. And it's caught off the fake. First down. And he makes the tackle, but not before the first down is picked up and the gamble pays off. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the missed connection, it's second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's going to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Hurley. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it a receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
On second down, he'll let it fly. The catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Hawaii came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance. And the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that the Rainbow Warriors won, it's more how they won. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He looks that one in nicely. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down. First and 10. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Makes the catch. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Try to barge their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to pound it in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal from the left hash. And this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive. And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And that pass is intercepted.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now. And a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. Obliterates him, still on the move. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Back to the air one more time. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. It's complete! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
The quick out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Cuse! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. Makes the grab on the left. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Pressure, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll immediately call timeout. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the point after is good. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll bring it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. They try to pop a run on the draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Quarterback adapting. He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Gets it out quickly. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He makes the connection. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. And the stomping has commenced. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Off play action on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Motion from the offense. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, ball's out! They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cuse! And the pummeling has started. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Syracuse, 41, Boston College.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Boston College will send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Steamrolls his way ahead. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And on first down, they sent the field goal team out, I guess hoping to cause confusion and delay and some type of befuddlement. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Boston College will send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry